Hello, I'm Dean. So I'm here to show you our Immersion box set for our album Present, which I haven't seen yet, so you get a genuine reaction from me. So here's the box with some plastic wrapping. That's the back of it. So let's get the plastic wrapping off. Okay, so once more. So here's the box. So here's the front of it. So you got this beautiful picture on the front. I can say it's beautiful because I had nothing to do with the taking of it or the selection of it. You've got the spine here and the back here, and the back it's like the back of the album. So it's got the track listing and tells us that it has what the bonus features are that are contained within the box. It's a pretty sturdy box, so you can use it for other things once. No, you probably wouldn't want to. You'd probably want to keep the contents of the Immersion box set within the box, but it's a good box. So opening it up, the first thing that's greeting you is this book here, which is called Do a Thing Well That Isn't Useless, which comes from the lyrics of one of our songs. And it's a book that kind of documents the making of the album from various perspectives. So from the music to the kind of the look of the imagery that we've kind of presented the album with, and it's got the lyrics in it as well. It's a pretty hefty tome here, 72 pages I think. So just a whistle-stop tour of it. So we've got they're kind of essays, or they're little kind of summaries, sort of introducing different dimensions of the album, and little notes about what's kind of contained within the box set generally, which I'll take you through further on. You've got these lovely pictures that are kind of taken. So here's an example. So you've left us no alternative. So what you've got in this book here is the lyric, that's what it starts, and a picture that kind of represents the track. So in this case it's TV licensing enforcement agency letters. And then there's a little write-up, little summary by me, which just kind of talks about how the track came to be, how the song came to be. And you kind of get that for everything on there. We've got some essays towards the back, which talk about, so there's one from Brett, which talks about the creative approach to finding these images to illustrate the songs with. And there is another one from Chris, which is kind of talks about his photography and how he selected the photographs for the album. We've got some lovely photos here, or some images here, which is kind of they're just very nice. You've got some photos of us recording the album here. So yeah, lots of goodies. And then you can kind of see our back catalogue as well here. So that's the one side. I don't know what this is. What is this? Okay, so I think what this is it's just a little note, which in essence, in a more kind of succinct and sort of lucid way, sort of does what I'm doing here on this video. Here's the actual goods. So just hold this up. So what you've got is the cassette of demos of the tracks on the album. So what is this? So this is Remember to Remember with Monster Film. I haven't seen the front of it yet. Okay, so Precious Memories inside. So what precious memories are we going to find in here? Oh wow. These are photos, I think I know what this is. So basically, if you read in the book, there's a little essay about some old photos, some developed, some not developed, some out of focus, some in focus, that he kind of picked from to find some of the images that we used in the packaging for the album. And I think that that's what this is. Yeah, something kind of spooky about these, because they're all kind of like as I said, they're all kind of, you know, a lot of them are out of focus and they've got kind of weird sort of artifacts on them. They all look quite old. It's kind of like the sort of thing you'd find in a box in an attic, which, you know, in a way is kind of like, you know, we made the album in an attic, so it's, yeah, kind of fits. So I kind of showed you this before, but basically, as part of the Immersion box set, you get a cassette which contains on one side demos of all of the tracks on the album. So you get an idea of, you know, what these songs kind of sounded like and felt like when we were kind of marshalling them together and lining them up and kind of preparing them to kind of sound as they finally sounded. You know, some of them are quite close to how they ended up sounding, some of them are quite a lot different. And then on side B, side 2, yeah, side B, this is kind of going back even earlier into the process. So you've got these rough kind of workings out of a lot of the music on the album. And this is all kind of itemized in this booklet. What is this? Oh, right, okay, yeah. So this is an important thing, right? Obviously tapes are back in vogue at the moment. You know, they're really nice sort of physical artifacts, especially if you're in a kind of nostalgic mood. And they're one of the perks of getting our box set. But I hear you ask, but I don't have a tape player, so it's not worth it. Haha, well, no deck, no problem. Because what you can do is you can sort of sit and hold and enjoy this as a physical thing. And then you can scan the QR code here. You can stream all the music. So you can kind of have your cake and eat it, basically. Okay, so CD, front, back. Let's have a look inside the thing. I imagine what's going to happen is I'll be hitting here, and then what you'll see is just like it'll either be like sped up, or this will just kind of vanish and fade into a picture of me having completed this little task.
A few moments later.
There you go. Okay, so let's open this up. So here's a case. Here's the disc. It's very shiny disc. So, you know, you can kind of listen to our stuff on cassette and you can listen to MP3s. I think this is basically kind of the best quality, the closest reproduction of the album that we made. And then the book. Here's the booklet. Quite a lot of stuff in here. Most of it is just the lyrics. So you can see all the lyrics, all the songs. There's pictures here. Very nicely, clearly presented. The font is really nice. The fact that it's black against white backgrounds just means you can kind of sit down and have your little glass of whiskey or whatever spirit you enjoy when you're listening to music, and you can just read along like you're reading a book, if that's what you like to do. I quite like to do that. Yeah, it's lovely. And then I think we got the last thing here, which is another little postcard, which comes behind the album. So again, this basically just gives information about how to stream the album, which you can do for free. And it's not just this album, it's also our 3 other albums. Yes, 3 other albums. Those being Ground, Lie and Dust. Which I hope you do, because we're really proud of all of them. I think that pretty much concludes it. No, you haven't included, this should have taken 2 minutes. You've gone on for hours. Thank you.